We're live.
We're live. You're live.
We
Hi.
are live. Hi. Oh, and there's already 2 people watching.
I'm Corey. I'm pointing the wrong way. I'm Corey.
Is it back to front? It is.
It's back to front on the screen.
I'm over this side. Wait.
I'm on this side.
I wonder if there's a way to like.
Hang on. We may have a technical glitch here. What's this button do here? What's that? This one. That little arrow. Is that?
No,
that's a share. Share screen, microphone. Is there like a flip, like on your phone? Like you push a flip button?
No.
Oh,
That's all right.
Maybe that's it.
Hi guys. Oh, we've lost someone.
Oh dear.
Sorry. Hi.
It might have not been that exciting for you. Sorry.
Say hi if you're here.
Hi, I'm here. I'm Corey from Rockpile.
I'm Amanda. If you haven't seen us before.
Welcome to episode 14 of
our Rockpile recap and chat.
Recap and chat.
Robin.
Hey, Robin.
George,
hi guys.
Hey guys.
How are we?
Thanks for joining us.
So
4 people watching.
Oh, 4 now. So a quick little Corey recap. If you missed this morning's short little, oh shit! Don't touch that. Sorry,
don't touch stuff.
I touched stuff.
Running amok Offgrid. Hi, and Rach is joining us. Hey.
If you missed this morning's video, a little short one about my recovery. Things are going great, 100%. I'm walking around with a boot, no crutches.
No crutches.
In the house, I'm no boot, just like barefoot, basically. Things are going well. So there's a little bit more detail on that video. So if you want to check that out, go and check that out.
He's still behaving.
Yep.
Still going good. Still, work to do and healing to happen. But
yep. And still making just random corny jokes. So it is what it is.
Can't stop that.
It is.
I can't stop that.
Robin goes, the video was awesome and the crutch throw was awesome. That was like just the first take too, because like Amanda goes, just throw them away, And I'm like, is this going to be one of those things where you got to do it like 6 times and like, oh shit, that one didn't go properly, But I just went, and it.
Yeah,
first time
you felt that like getting rid of them.
Yeah.
So
I have been wanting to do that for a while, I must say, because I was pretty I was a little bit uncoordinated with the crutches.
It's going to be frustrated with the crutches.
Yeah, just difficult,
So how is everyone today?
Good.
Tonight. So chuck it in the chat and let us know how you're going.
Yep.
All right. So last time we had you guys, we did like a live taste test of the garlic that we were planting.
That's right.
And when I finally put that video out of the actual planting of the garlic, Rach from Bush Edge Homesteading Australia same week put out hers when she was planting the same variety that we're planting. So we've kind of doing this bit of like a garlic grow-off thing.
Yeah.
So anybody watching this, I want to invite you to this challenge. #garlic grow-off 2024 Australia.
Yeah.
I know, that's a long hashtag.
Yeah.
You can come up with a better one.
Yeah.
So we're just and we talked about it in the Australian Homesteaders group, and quite a few other people put their hand up, and so we're all having a bit of a garlic grow off.
Garlic grow off.
So if you are growing garlic, or specifically you are growing like the rojo or the Spanish roja, or I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce it.
I'm not going to attempt to Spanish because.
Oh yeah, we can't speak Spanish because then we will get pinged for a copyright violation.
Yes. So.
Yeah.
But
Rach is like, it's an Aussie homesteaders grow off.
Aussie homesteaders grow off. It definitely is. Yeah.
Running muck off grid, loving life was feeling you with the crutches. Yeah.
Crutches.
Robin.
So not me.
A bit injured. You're sick and injured.
Oh, what have you injured, Robin? What have you done? God, I tell you, you've got to be careful these days. Don't you?
Us oldies. It's not like we were in our 20s.
So what's the latest around Rockpile?
Well, Summer's doing really well. She is a really confident, a little bit cheeky, very curious girl.
Definitely.
If you're doing anything in her paddock, she's like, up there with their ears forward and like looking at
Gotta have a
following you
nose in to
around.
see what you're doing.
If you're going over somewhere, you like look behind you and she's like
Stalking you,
going, what you doing? Even Corey was in there with the excavator today, clearing out the pig pen area.
Yeah.
And she was just like walking behind the excavator, walking up to the bucket and having a look.
She was really holding up progress.
She was,
It had nothing to do with the fact that I was holding up progress. But
yeah. Oh, that's another thing. The pigs have headed off to freezer camp.
Yep. So currently hopefully they're chilling in a cool room, just chilling out, you know.
So because of Corey's recovery and the timing of processing the pigs, we made what was like a little bit of a hard decision to like outsource the dispatch and butchering of the pigs.
Yep.
Obviously, it was something we really wanted to do ourselves, and we were kind of we were tossing up whether or not to wait like another 3 months and like feed them for that 3 months, and they'll be, you know, maybe like a year and a half old then, and then try to tackle it depending on how Corey was going. But because that was still a little bit of an unknown, we just went, okay, let's just take this off our plate, and we'll outsource it. So it's still, you know, done by a local butcher, a local like mobile butcher.
Yeah.
And so we're probably will give you guys like some sort of an update on a video about that. I mean, that's a reality.
We'll just do a video of when we get all the meat back.
Yeah.
Of what we got and how we
how much they ended up weighing, what the dress weight was, what the meat like return was, what the quality of the meat is, like the kind of fat content and that sort of stuff. So so that'll be interesting, but I guess that's also a good example of being smart with your capabilities and your energy and your, you know, what you were talking about, like 100% of yourself doing 100% of the
that's right. Because I'm not at 100% like physically yet. Probably not mentally ever. But you know, just like doing stuff like today. Oh, excuse me. I just had to move an IBC, right? And I thought, what's going to be easier here? So I just got the excavator, and even just stepping up into the excavator was a little bit of a challenge. I'll tell you, I haven't been in that for a while, but I got there, and then, you know, man did us. We just slunged up the thing and moved it.
Slunged?
Slunged?
Slung?
Yeah, like underslung.
I don't know if slunged is a word.
You're the writer.
Well, I'm saying it's not a word. Well, you just invented it.
Is it a word? Is slunged a word? Anyone?
I think it's just slung. Robin said, "Oh, long story. I'll PM you." Okay, I'll check my PMs for the goss. A bunch of sickies here too, Robin. How are you feeling, Rach? Hopefully you're like recovering because you had a bit of a bout earlier. Out
and about adventures. About to put some garlic in down here in Tassie.
Oh, you're in for the garlic grove.
Yeah. What sort of garlic are you putting in? Give us the specs. What kind? How many? Come on.
And Robin said Jenna's itching to meet Summer. Yes. And she's super friendly as well. Like she'll be able to, and knowing Jenna anyway, she'll be go straight up to her and just like cuddles. So
definitely.
We've actually got this is like a cow math thing, but we've actually got 2 cows now. But the second cow is not like our cow. It's a borrowed cow as a company for Summer. Because once the pigs went, Summer, like she was noticeably like missing a friend, and of course, like
so it's like phoning a friend.
Yeah. So we got a little heifer for her to hang out with called Peanut, and Peanut is a bit of a peanut, I have to add. But she's also very cute and fluffy, and I'll get some footage of her so you guys can.
Yeah, Peanut's pretty cool.
Yeah, so you can meet her. So
yeah, definitely.
So suddenly we've got 2 cows.
Why not have both? Isn't that how it goes? The same goes?
Yeah. Why not have both? Why not have 2?
Exactly.
So Running Amok said, love having involved animals. Yes. Maggie the sheep isn't into everything. It's so nice. Like just having have this random farm animal just going,
what are you doing, human? You know, I'm gonna put my nose in there.
And especially when the head's like this big, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I had a bucket today. and I had my some pliers and stuff in it, and I was just going around the fence, just cutting off like little random bits of wire. And I was putting the offcuts in the bucket, and then someone would come up and just like go, "Oh, is that food?" She'd just put her big snout in the bucket.
Oh yeah, because she's used to have like.
Oh, get out of there! That's that's so you don't walk on it because it's my bucket.
So the cow situation. We currently we had a video showing you that kind of home paddock, which is maybe about half an acre, right?
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Yep.
Obviously, for the long term, it's not big enough for like one cow, let alone two or multiple cows, because we do intend to have like beef cattle in the future.
Cow mouth.
Cow mouth.
Yeah.
So we need to fence like a significantly larger area. So that's
probably about 10 acres.
So that's our next big project. Yeah. About to start.
Yeah.
We've already got materials for it. We have a plan.
Because where our house is, we call it the 10-acre lot. We've got our house, and it's surrounded by tracks. Like one's our main driveway we use, and then there's other access tracks. So that kind of 10 acres is kind of inside those farm tracks, and we call it the 10-acre lot. So we're going to fence all that around the perimeter of that and make like a secure perimeter. Probably just going to go like steel post corners, star pickets, and 5-strand wire. Probably put a barb on top maybe, and then electrify it. So have 2 hot, 2 earth type thing.
So it would be like earth hot, barb?
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll say that now, but it'll change when we're on the day, because everything does.
Yeah. Oh, hi, Warwick. Thanks for watching us.
Yeah.
Thanks for showing up.
And then we'll go from there, and then we can do our like little cell.
Oh, sorry, I did say hello to Gypsy Heart Souls. Hi, sorry.
Hey, Gypsy. How are you? And then we'll do our like little bit of rotational grazing paddocks within that.
Yes.
Secure perimeter.
We'll divide that into cells with like the electrical, with the
just with like the movable hot wire will move down in segments.
Yeah, I mean, not that 10 acres is massive, but we've got
to start somewhere.
We've got to start somewhere.
And then like obviously there's another fencing plan which incorporates probably another 5 to 10 acre paddock on the other side of the driveway, and it'll all expand. But there's only the 2 of us, and one of us has been dropping the ball lately, so
He hasn't. I keep telling him that, but when it's someone that's used to be able to doing like all the things, when they can't do all the things, they beat themselves up a little bit. But
out and about adventures. Not sure on the type of garlic. It's purple stuff.
Okay.
Good.
So it might be like purple stripe, or our Roja was
very purple.
Very purple.
She's just got
some I prepared earlier.
Here's some garlic snacks we've got. Just here. That one.
So
there we go.
This is.
I'll hold the.
So that was the Rojo that we planted. So it's quite. It's not focusing.
It's not focusing.
You have to put it in front of your eyes.
Oh.
And then the purple stripe is kind of a more like blush color with just like purple through it.
Yeah.
So there we go. Interesting.
Warwick wants to know, did you guys run into any issues with financing for your property being over 20 acres?
Okay, so there's potentially issues once you get over 100 acres because you're in a different class. There's different insurance requirements. But other than that, because we were fortunate enough to have a previous property that we sold, we actually had...
Well, we used that property to buy this property.
Yeah.
And then we sold the other property, and then we moved here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we had a ton of equity.
Yeah. No, there was no issue. I mean, it was just vacant land, as you know. There was nothing on it at all. No dwellings or anything. So, I mean, we used Bendigo Bank. They're very, very helpful. We just went into the office, the local branch, and chatted with the guy, and he just did some
with the bank manager, like
magic on the calculator
style.
at 100 mile an hour fingers, and just went, yeah, no worries, mate. And then that was it. So, and that was back in
That was 2018.
2018. Yeah.
I mean, there was a few like tricky bits because 2018 was when they were doing that banking royal commission, and we originally trying to get finance through Commonwealth Bank, but they were kind of under scrutiny, and they were like, they were really tentative with like giving out loans or something. But yeah, anyway. So
not really any
there
issues.
was an issue because
No.
Because once we got here, we've still got like a small mortgage, but like we didn't have to borrow like a lot on this place at all, so that wasn't really an issue.
It was good.
I realize not everybody's in that position, but yeah. How exciting is the usage of land projects? You're not going to recognize a place. Well, yeah, maybe. Maybe there might be just more cows.
Maybe, definitely.
So we found it was a larger percent deposit over a certain size. Running Offgrid said that, yes. So that's what we had, essentially. We had it was no issue because we had such a large deposit, essentially.
Yeah.
So Warwick said he's had drama with a couple of lenders for over 20-ish.
20-ish.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, and it might depend on what area you're in as well. Like if it's like a heavily committed, we're an ag area. I don't know. Banks are weird.
Not sure. I mean, that was like 6 years ago, and I guess that things may have changed, or not really sure.
Not sure. But okay, fencing. Sorry, running mark. What's your total acreage? 37 hectares. 96 acres.
96 acres on the dot.
Yeah.
96.
So it's under 100.
2 or something. Yeah.
Yeah. So fencing, because we're going to be doing a large amount of fencing. Our last lot of fencing videos was when we were doing the post and rail system here around the house yard.
Yep.
And we've done like a few little bits and pieces, but just wondering, while we're on the fencing kind of journey, is there anything in particular that you guys want to see the details of? Just so we know to kind of pause and go, let's get detail, video of this,
Yeah, and because I'm doing it, it'll probably be really unconventional type fencing.
Well, no. Well, I mean,
the knots will still be the same, but I'm trying something new with the corner, with the strainer posts. So we're using steel posts instead of copper logs. So when we do a copper log corner, we use 5 logs. We have 3 in the ground to make a corner section, 3 in the ground, and then 2 rails. And then we diagonally brace it back, and that's our corner. But I have seen that you can buy the steel strainer posts. They have just the the one post, and then they have the stay, I suppose you call it, which is probably say about 3 meters long, that goes onto the ground, onto like a pad, and then it's tied back into the post. Don't actually know what it's called. So I'm kind of doing my own version of that. Not buying that because that's expensive, but doing my own version. I worked it out. I can do it. If I buy the bits, I can do it for about $70 a corner. And
a copper log corner section.
Yeah, for the same logs, we pay about just over $30 for a log, right? And that's about 120 mil round.
And that requires
2.1 long for the posts and 2.4 for the rails. So 5 30s is $150.
Yeah. And then you would have to make sure that you've got clear enough ground for your brocks.
Yeah, we drill the holes with the machine
to get the copper logs in there. So there's that aspect as well. It might be actually easy for us to do smaller diameter something.
I mean, we have a lot of rock in the ground, but I'm hoping that we can use the post driver, the petrol powered post driver, to drive the steel post into the ground.
That's a good one.
That's my plan.
When you're fencing across a dip or in a valley, what do you do when you're straining so it doesn't pop out of the ground? Because you see that a lot around and about, don't you?
Who asked that?
Warwick.
Okay.
And Robin wants to know details of your steel post ends.
You always have to wait and see when you move down here. You will.
Straining.
Oh, Amanda's on the notepad. All right. Good.
Yeah, I'm taking notes. I'm taking notes so I don't forget.
Good.
Because we're doing such big runs, you know, there might be a lot of kind of, you know, we'll just like time lapse this section, but if there's something interesting, we can just make a mental note. Let's stop and how about gate hanging? We've got to put in a gate, don't we?
Oh, probably. Yep. Yep. Gate hanging's pretty easy. We do all our all our gates on contour. So
where possible.
Well, 99% where possible, because I like having my gate level with the ground, and I don't like having that thing when if you've got a slope and you've got a gate and there's a big gap under it, you know, I just don't like that idea.
I'm sure we were talking about putting in a gate in a spot that would not be on contour. So I don't want you to like talk a big game and then the one gate we put in is like, you know,
on the piss like this.
Probably the hot wires as well, like the hot wire 5-strand system. Figure out like the hot versus earth. Yeah. So that might be interesting as well.
Yeah.
So
that'll be all right.
Robin says she can be your apprentice.
Okay, sure. Right. Young Padawan.
Yeah.
No problem. Yeah. Just need you to dig some holes through a lot of rock. I'll even supply the shovel. And when you wear that one out, I'll give you another one.
All right, cool. All right, well, that gives us an idea of what we need to kind of slow down and get some close-up footage of.
Yep.
We're all going on gate watch now. Yeah.
Yeah, good one. And apart from that, what else is going down?
I think that was...
That's about it?
That was most
of we've had 10... Most recent hatchlings were 10 chickens from a bantam, like a long-legged Australian... Game bantam, whatever they're called. Don't shake the table. You're shaking it.
Okay. Sorry.
Right. So then those 10 chickens are just like, they're terrible.
They are.
I actually call them the Army of Darkness because there's 10 of them, 8 of them are black and 2 of them are like a light beigey brown, I suppose. But they just like migrate from like, you know, one to the other,
like in the
veggie patch, and they just like we've had to bunt off all our garlic with that like orange safety bunting to keep them out because they're just like.
But mum's such a good. Their mum's such a good mama. She's like kept them all alive and
yeah.
I
mean they're very cute. The other day I was watching them. I don't know, maybe 3 meters away, and there was probably half a dozen of them all having a little dust bath in the same. Like little area, you've got these 6 little chicks, maybe that big, I suppose, and they're all like flicking dirt up and like it was pretty cute. I'm a bit of a softie when it comes to things like that. You know?
Rach says, and I did not set any free in the garden. Rach actually was here the other week.
None that we know of.
So we met Bush Edge Homesteading Australia in person. So that was lovely to give Rachel a big hug.
Yeah,
and gave her a bit of a sneak peek of the garlic competition.
Bit of an ongoing thing. We're trying to get a long distance drone organised to drop some schmackos in Bush Edge's garlic patch, so her dogs can like go and find it.
And we treated Rach to some barbecue cooked scones, which turned out quite good.
Yep, Rockpile scones because we don't have an oven inside. All our cooking is done in the oven in the barbecue outside. So that's good. And what else?
For Aussie Acres asked pit game or Old English game?
Oh, for the bantam, maybe Old English game.
I'm sure it was an Australian game hen.
Oh, I'm not sure.
Maybe that's just the name we were told and that's not actually the breed of it.
Don't know. But they're vicious, like...
And they're very friendly.
So protective of the young, like she'll just get up and go you.
Yeah.
Yeah, drawn blood and everything.
Yeah.
She's like
she's
lucky to be alive still.
She's taken chunks out of me before if I got too close.
Yeah. Yeah, it's quite funny.
Barbecue's gone queen. Three Rivers Forge. Hey, South Carolina.
Hey, welcome. Mate, how are you? Been a while?
Oh, they're bred for fighting. Well, that would be why they're so badass.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I can see all the babies just outside.
Because we got 2 at the same time. So
we call them the twins.
Called the twins. And you can't tell them apart.
Yeah. You know? Apart from now, one's got like 10 babies.
One's got 10 kids. You know,
it's actually quite funny. Like if they're too close together, the babies get confused and will run after the other mum. for like, a couple of feet, and the other twin goes, "Get away from me," and like runs across the yard, and the babies are like, "Mum, where are you going?"
It's like the two girls from Ab Fab, you got like the tall one that drinks and smokes and carries on. That's like the bantam without the kids. It's pretty funny. It is.
Love to know how you get the temperature optimal for your barbecue scone baking and what sort of pan you bake them in. Okay, bake them in just a cookie tray lined with parchment paper. I don't do the one where they're all squished together, so they're all kind of spaced, and the pan fits 12 perfectly. The optimal temperature it is tough because, we do have like one of the temperature gauges on the outside of our barbecue, but it might vary. We haven't really tested it properly, but because we've been cooking in a barbecue for so long, we get a good sense of like what temperature, like what burners to have on, which is going to give us a temperature suitable for like roasting, doing pork roast versus cooking a quiche. And we have like some trivet and rack systems set up so we can have things at different heights, which helps like how things need to be cooked.
It's all the chickens.
They're all
they're all on the ramp.
They're all coming to visit. So it's I think we've just like gotten used to it over time. So, but the scones need like the hotter temperature, so they are on like 200 plus. For about 20 minutes.
So our barbie's just a standard cheap, couple $100.
Yeah.
It's a 5 burner. I cut the grill plate in half and moved the solid plate to the center of the barbie and have the grill plates like the two halves on each side. And when we use it as an oven, we'd have the two furthest outside burners on. And on the hot plate, which is in the center, we have a rack that keeps it about, half an inch above the hot plate, and that's what we'd put like the baking tray on. And we also have like another little wire rack that I've made, which is about 4 inches higher than that one, so we can fit like 2 trays on. So it's like that, what do you call it, like indirect heat, I suppose. And we've just worked it out that 2 burners on the outside on full is pretty good to cook stuff. If we need that bit of extra heat, we turn 1 more burner on low, and that gets us up towards the 200, roughly.
Yeah. So my oven is currently out of commission, so I'm mastering barbecue baking of everything. Yeah, look, we've been baking in a barbecue,
and we've been known to put
for 4 years now. So
to do silly things like have a spanner under the hood so it doesn't close all the way.
I've got a video from like a Vlogmas one, the Pavlova challenge, Rach.
That's right.
Who started that one? Was it Kat or was it Rachel? Rachel, did you start the Pavlova challenge? I feel like it was. Did Pavlova in the barbecue. That worked out well. So anything that you can cook in the oven, you can figure out how to cook in the barbecue.
I even hooked up a steamer, Coke bottle.
I do my
stainless steel, 1/4 inch stainless steel pipe going into the barbie with a little retic dripper adjuster, so it would just drip water onto the hot plate and create steam
for my sourdough. So you make I must cook my sourdough in there. I do have like one of those baking, like sourdough baking, like cast iron things. Yeah. That I cook my sourdough in, but yeah.
Right. Yes, it was Rach for the Pav.
Yeah.
Your Pav in the barbecue was incredible. It was pretty tasty. It was all right. They all looked fantastic, I must say. The Pav challenge. I think that should happen again in summer.
Yeah, we kind of...
The Pav's like a summer thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's like a Christmas thing. It's a typical Christmas.
Or unless someone comes up with like a different type of... Is it like a different type of dessert or something? Maybe like an apple pie, homemade apple pie or something?
No, it has to be like an Aussie dessert.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so...
I'm just trying to think of an Aussie dessert.
Aussie dessert, guys. I'd say trifle, but that's
can
more
someone
English,
list some Aussie desserts? Because I'm having a hard time thinking.
What,
of
apple
them.
crumble?
Lamingtons.
Lamingtons, of course.
Of course, my nana used to make lamingtons like all the time, and I used to make a mess when
you ate them.
I used to put them in the
you were in charge
in the chocolate and then the coconut or something. Yeah, I had crap everywhere. But that's just usual. Lamingtons, maybe that could be the go. The next big thing. It is. So apart from that,
I think that was all that was on our list to cover, apart from
waffle
like
about.
chatting with you guys and
Yeah.
seeing how you're going,
Yeah.
and you know, what's everybody having for dinner tonight? Because
Hey, Glenn.
I'm always really interested in that. Hi, Glenn.
Or how do you pronounce that? From I can't.
Warrialda,
in New South Wales.
maybe.
I can't pronounce that well, but hi, Glenn. Thanks for coming.
All right. Hopefully, I haven't missed saying hello to anyone. I think I've got everyone.
We got a big list of comments and stuff on the side that I'm just scrolling through.
I think I've got everyone. I'll get everyone.
Cool.
Okay.
Good.
Awesome.
Good,
well,
good. That's
Glenn,
probably about it.
you don't. It's not that you smell, but we're about to go. We're just going now.
Yeah, I think we've been waffling on. Oh yes, pronounced correct. Oh, good. Okay, Amanda's good with words, apart from the slunged.
Yeah, well, I could be wrong.
Yeah.
I might write for a living, doesn't mean I'm good at it.
That's right.
So.
All right.
Hey,
well,
guys.
Let's call it. It's been half an hour.
Short and sweet.
We've caught up with, giving you a bit of a waffle and just showed that we're still here. I'm still here. Amanda's still here.
Thanks for joining us. And thank you for giving us your ideas around the fencing, because, we like to produce quality content for you guys.
We like ideas. We do. And great catch up as always. Thank you. Nice to see you guys. We can't always tune in. That's right. Everyone's busy. Busy at different times of the day.
I I just wish sometimes we could just actually, it wasn't so like we're sitting here and reading the comments, that we're all just kind of in a room together.
Like a big Zoom off.
A big Zoom off.
Robin says, was great to see you both. Thank you. Not that we can see you, but get well soon. Hey?
All right, guys. Enjoy your evenings. Thank you again. And we will see you during the week, no doubt.
Wednesday, maybe. What am I doing?
I don't know.
Oh, might do the chainsaw video.
Maybe.
Maybe. We'll see how we go. Amanda found a chainsaw for me at the tip that's pretty old, like from the late 70s.
Yeah.
And I haven't been allowed to touch it.
He hasn't touched it. So we're going to set Corey a challenge to see if he can get a chainsaw from the tip, see if he can get it running. So
yeah.
That'll be fun too.
And if you're into chainsaws, it's a 660 AV Solo, SOLO, I think it is. So I think it's an 84cc chainsaw. No brake, usual safety stuff. So that we might get that cranking and see where we go from there.
All right, cool.
All right. See you later. Thank you.
Guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
That was great.